I cannot begin to express to you all how out of my mind happy I am to present to Mark Ruffalo the National Board of Review's Award for Best Supporting Actor in Yorgos Lanthimos' masterpiece, Poor Things. His exhilarating, completely bonkers portrayal of the hedonistic, dangerous, sexually voracious, entitled man-child that is Duncan Wellerburn is something we have never seen him do before, or anyone else for that matter. Watching his unbridled abandon and freewheeling commedia dell'arte, vaudevillian-like timing and physical style was so brave and so daring that it left this old friend of his shaking my head in a gleeful astonishment and in wonder at the precision it took for him to harness all of that into a balanced, well-rounded, deeply insane character. I think I smiled nonstop for 48 hours after seeing Poor Things in Telluride. It is a truly unique performance in a decisively unique film. And the first time I laid eyes on Mark, we had a chemistry read for You Can Count on Me. And he came into the room and he said, "Hi," his arms out, offering all he had to give. And it is a psychological gesture I always associate with Mark, offering his hands open right to you. In life and in his work, he leads with a very full heart. But then, and this is what makes him the stellar actor that he is, he has the skill that matches his passion, as well as a generosity that changes everyone he comes in contact with. His spirit literally takes your breath away. I fell platonically, madly in love with him immediately. With his deep dedication and his inherent goodness, Mark makes everything better. He just does. So, congratulations to my brother in film and my chosen brother in life, the remarkable Mark Ruffalo.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you, National. That was really moving to me. Thank you, National Board of Review. It's pretty badass to be honored by you. If you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. I've attended many of these, but never come close to being up here talking. So, Marty, thank you for giving me a part in your movie and letting me be able to say I worked with you. Laura, I love you. So, I still think I don't need glasses, which is a totally absurd notion. Laura, the truth is, it's really unlikely that I would even be here without your belief in me so long ago in my final audition for You Can Count on Me. That whole thing was hinging on a chemistry read with you to see if you and I could possibly be seen as a brother and sister combination because you were blonde and I was brunette. It was the reason I had to beg Kenny Lonergan for the audition in the first place. But we shared something else, something unspoken, something kindred in spirit, felt by everyone in that room the moment you said, "Hello," to me. And so warmly and kindly. And I felt certain at that moment that the part would be mine and my life would be changed forever. And it was true. And it was because of you. I'm so grateful for our friendship and the years of support you've given me. My God, is my life full of so many people that believed in me and helped me along the way, from my high school acting teacher who convinced me it was not too late to take on acting at age 18. Or my teacher, Joanne Linville at the Stella Adler Conservatory, who at 18 took me under her wing and showed me the beauty and the graciousness of art and the idea of acting and the playwrights and they used to say you should have to pay to go to church and the theater should be free. Right? That's where we learn to be human beings. From my very first manager, who was just the most hated man in the world, but such a tenacious bulldog, Robert Stein, who just never would take no for an answer. To my amazing team I have today, Aline, Shani Rosenzweig, Billy Lazarus, who's here tonight, Scott, Margaret, Jessica Kolstad, who's here tonight, Keith, Stewart, and Greta Seacat. You make the dreams a reality. I mean, all along the way, just such acts of kindness and generosity. And I have to tell you, the legendary costumer, Ann Roth, do you know her? Who, after my brain tumor, brought me to meet M. Night Shyamalan and tried to save my participation in the movie by convincing him that I was still the man for the part, even though I couldn't move my face or close my eye. Who does that? I mean, get down here, Mark. Man, I'm paralyzed. No, get down here. We're going to show him. Who does that? Such grace, such kindness, such generosity. Honestly, I was terrified to take this part. It just feels like we're all so afraid these days to push against the norms, to break these invisible molds that we've either set for ourselves or someone else has placed us in. It's just so dull. And I'm so grateful to Yorgos and Emma, who saw me in their Duncan Wedderburn when I couldn't even see it myself. I mean, I begged him to not give me the part. I laughed at my own joke. But man, was it fun to break free and fly free. I encourage everyone to do that, to flirt with disaster, because fear robs us of so much, and so many people seem to be so afraid today. But courage conquers all. That should be our mantra. Even when sometimes we find ourselves standing alone. The person that has always been here by my side through thick and thin for more than half my life, through the good and the bad, the joy and the tears, and lots of tears, is my beautiful, wonderful partner, friend, greatest critic, and my greatest champion, Sunrise. I know what a pain in the ass I am. And my kids, my mom and my dad and my kids, Keen, Bella, and Odette, for teaching me so much about vulnerability, about honesty, about what it is to be a human being. I'm so grateful to you for our closeness and our vulnerability together. And Tony McNamara, who's honored here tonight. Man, thank you for just a fantastic script. I mean, who gets to say those kinds of words in that order with such profanity and humor and still come off as someone who has pathos. I mean, thank you for that. And David Greenbaum, Searchlight Film 4, Element, Ed Guiney, Andrew, TSG, thanks for the guts to make this masterpiece. And lastly, my Emma Stone, you're the greatest dance partner a guy could ever ask to grace the floor with. And I just want to say, nobody does this art form alone. Nobody does life alone. So I'm going to end with a two-word prayer used by the Lakota people. And this is their most sacred prayer. Mdakwie Oyase, meaning we are all related. That means everything on earth and everything in the universe in relationship to each other. We're not alone. Mdakwie Oyase.